My name is Donya, and I am your voice of inspiration. I am also the founder CEO of IWin Global, that's Influential Women Inspired Network, and I'm all about girl power. Gladiator, inspire remarkable ladies, and I have a network of women all over the country who join our group and who are willing and able and ready to step into their girl power to empower the next woman to win. Now men, I don't exclude you guys because I do have men in my group. I have a golden gladiator who was my first gladiator. Woohoo! And I welcome all the men because our men absolutely need to support our girls. Is that right? Woohoo! All right. So I'm going to give you a little bit of story about how I met Lamar. He actually, let me see, back in October the 12th, I had my event called IWin Global Girl Power Gladiator Experience. It was a phenomenal experience. I had a fashion show. I had my girl, Anisha, you met her. She's the MC of the event. She is the model agent to Notorious Club, and she brought these fabulous designers to my event. I didn't even meet them at first until the day of my event. And when Lamar came out with that swag, and he had me at the first, hello. And I was like, you know what? There's something special about this guy because he was so into who he was, and that's what I'm all about. Because once you are stepping into your truth, that's your power. Because once you tell the truth, there is nothing nobody else can say. I don't care what nobody else says about you. What everybody else says about you is what? None of your business. So you walk in that power, you tell that truth, and you just be true to who you are. I had a blown out, prepared speech for you guys, but you know what? When the Spirit moves you and God said just go with the flow, I go with the flow and I go with the move of God. So I'm going to deviate from this speech. I do have some talking points, but I want God to flow into me because I want you to know the realness of who Donya is. This is who she really is. At this moment, I was not always at this point in my life. So I'm going to go and share my story of my joy and my pain of foster care. Yes, I was once a foster care child. It doesn't really matter what you look like, what you've been through. You know, people don't really know your story until you share your story. That's why it's so important. And I always think that everybody has a story. Everybody has a voice. And you have an obligation to share your story, to empower and impact the next person because your blessing to them will bless somebody else. So it's all about the ripple effect. Okay? So I want to inspire you guys. Say inspire. 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 Say inspire with some power. Now inspire. I want you guys to inspire the next person, the next woman, the next man, the next child. Because my experience in foster care was not always a pleasant one, but I'm going to go to the joy of it. Because at some point, I didn't understand why I was placed in foster care as a little girl. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know what that meant. I was all into my butterflies. If you know LaDonya, you know LaDonya all about the butterflies. Woohoo! Now I know what the butterflies mean. Before I get into that, I used to go outside and play with butterflies all the time. I called them my little friends. Always. Until that happened to me, I was stripped from my little girl innocence and placed in foster care. Unbeknownst to me, to this day, I still don't know why. I don't get the truth from the people who claim they love me, why I went into foster care. I get all of these backstories and all of these, but it's not the truth. But you know what? I'm okay with that because I'm okay now with who LaDonya is. While my experience in foster care, I learned how to play the piano fluently. I love that about these people. They really introduced me to a lot of things and exposed me to a lot of things that ordinarily a lot of people and a lot of kids don't get exposed to. So I was cultured. I learned how to play the piano. They own a farm. I learned how to take care of chickens and ducks and all this kind of stuff. I learned how to take care of stuff. So I was always a caring individual. So now I know that my purpose is bigger than my pain. is much, much bigger than my pain. So I want you guys to know that it doesn't matter what you go through, it's how you came through. So I want you to empower the next woman, the next man, the next child to know that it doesn't matter what you go through, that you can push through. And when you push through that thing, then that's when you move and let the Spirit of the Lord and just move within you and just empower the next person. It's called the ripple effect, is what I call it. It's the ripple effect. Each one touches the next one. Touches the next one. Because we all have a story. We all have a purpose. We all have a purpose. Whether you discover it or not, there is a purpose in you. Okay? And I have a business called IWin Global where I help you get clear on that thing. I'm an acronyms girl. Clear stands for clarity, leverage, execution, action, and from the action you get results. So you need to be clear what your purpose is. That way you can teach the next one. Because this is not a competition, you guys. We're not here to compete with each other. We are here to complete each other. And I need each and every one of us to know that we are here to complete each other. And when you win, I win. We all win, right? So it's up to us to live in our truth because I care. I care about a lot of stuff. So the pain of what I went through in foster care, I was, and I am okay because I use my business and my platform to step into my truth and share my truth because it's just my story that might be the breakthrough of some of you in this room or some of you may know in this room. Okay? So there's no shame in my game when I live in my truth. I was sexually abused in the foster care. I'm not ashamed to say that now. I was at first. I was ashamed. I felt dirty. I was just a little girl. I was stripped from my innocence, for heaven's sakes, you know, by the adults on there for many, many years. I didn't know what to do with that. I didn't know how to take that. So fast forward, now I know what my purpose is. You know, I went through a lot of heartache and pain. What the butterflies mean to me, I didn't see them after the fact. That's all that happened to me. Now I see butterflies all around. I went through a transformation. Thank you so much. I don't regret because I know that everything that we go through is absolutely necessary. I don't care if it's bad, good, indifferent, everything and every purpose and everything that you're doing right now in life is divinely ordered. You are where you're supposed to be at this very moment. At this very moment. And I need you to understand that it doesn't matter what you go through, is how you came through. My purpose is because of what I'm here right now. My pain brought me to this point. It led me to inspire the next person because I was never given those resources to inspire the next person. So I had to pretty much inspire myself. So this is my purpose. I know it very clearly now. And I want you guys to know that you absolutely have a story inside of you. And it's your obligation to share your truth because your truth is somebody else's breakthrough. Yes. My name is Donya, founder, CEO of IWin Global. I am all about girl power, and we are going to empower this world to make sure that every woman wins, every man wins, and every child has an opportunity to make it in life because I care from a foster kid to where I am right now. And I just want you guys to know that Maya Angelou said it best. She said it very eloquently in one of her poems. She expressed it to the fact that people may forget what you say, they may forget what you do, but they would never forget how you make them feel. And one last thing I want to share with you, I had the opportunity of hosting a Christmas fundraiser, toy and clothing drive for some children. Let me tell you how full circle God is. It came full circle for me coming back to foster care. I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles. I'm from Watts. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my humble beginnings. Yeah.
All right, LaDonya.
We raise so many toys and clothing items for young children for our community. I had the honor and privilege to distribute those toys and clothes a couple of days before Christmas. From South Central, I went to South Phoenix. I distributed 3 foster kids because it was very important to me. And when I delivered with the expectation of being a blessing, little did I know that I was the one who was being blessed. These children, I saw myself in their shoes. I saw myself in their eyes. They had absolutely nothing. Here I am, bearing gifts, putting it all across the floor and saying, get what you want. Take what you need. They handpicked the most littlest things. I was very, very excited and appreciative of that. I mean, how amazing is that? For somebody and for a child, what they're going through, they appreciate the small stuff. So God is telling me to look again. You have to look again at your situation and change that perspective and your mindset, because what you got is not as important as what you can give. So that was a revelation for me. So I really appreciated the seeing the eyes and the joy of these kids' faces, because it was just the most empowering thing to see that. So it came back full circle for me. So I implore you to give back, not only to yourself, to each other, but to your community, and lift up the next one. When you see your sister struggling, don't talk about her or put her down. Don't do that. That's not That's not what we were designed to do. You were born to create and be creative and make a difference in this world, to impact the world, to inspire the world, to be a difference in this world, to give back to this world. I can keep going on and on. We can do the hashtags all night if you want to, but you need to give back to yourself and step in your truth and share your truth.
Amen.
Absolutely. Share your power.
Yes.
It's girl power time.
Yes.
It's gladiators. I see some gladiators in here. I do have some gladiators. Where my gladiators at? Woo! I see some gladiators in the house already. Woo! Thank you, Lamarck. I really appreciate this opportunity. Unique. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Ray. I love you guys. I care, and I want you guys to care, because we have an obligation and a duty to care for each other. Make a difference in the world, you guys.
Yeah.
I want everybody